question that you asked me. About how many mobile phones you need and how many devices you need to create gold. I'm not quite sure about that because they differ. In every object, in every device, the amount differs. Therefore, I have no official amount how much you need. But I'm quite sure that with the amount that I presented of how much waste we have, here in Gozo only, that amount. Therefore, I think it's enough to create a profit with that amount of waste.
I think it's my turn now. Being the third one, I'll probably risk repeating some of the arguments. To be a little bit different, I was going to ask roughly the same question as Simon. So I think you should explore more the ratio of metals and precious metals that you can extract from things that are brought to you. Because I think in terms of precious metal and gold and stuff like this, I think the ratios should be small. If it's not small, the equipment will be very expensive. So you should think a little bit more about this point. And another point that I would like to point out is how to create demand from the market for people to come over and bring stuff to you, because they have another option, for example, to go to the waste facilities and leave things there. So an incentive to bring them to you. And then, on the other hand, to generate revenue. So for me, it wasn't very clear the way that you intend to generate revenue apart from, for example, selling the gold extracted from goods. So I think you should explore more on that. Apart from this, I think the idea is I think you showed courage to come up with something, I think, quite innovative and stuff like this. So on this point, well done, because I think you showed courage to present something that is not run of the mill. So well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. I would now like to invite you to hear the final pitch by Hili Shwirab to present her concept, التسوية, the Repair Cafe. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for gathering here to listen to my pitch and all these wonderful pitches that we have heard so far. So I want to start my presentation with a question. How many of you have, in the past 3 months, thrown something away just because they didn't have the time to repair it, or maybe they didn't have the effort or the means, or even the know-how? Think about it. I think that some of us, me being the first one, has thrown something away just to the lack of another option. This use and dispose culture has brought us to a crisis in Gozo. My name is Hili Shwirab, and today I'm here to present Tiswia, the Repair Cafe. Tiswia envisions a solution. Tiswia envisions a circular economy hub where the community connects, reduces waste, and creates access to affordable and repurposed goods. Let's take a closer look at how Tiswia can create a lasting impact. I think that everyone is on the same page here. Godo is at a very critical juncture when it comes to its waste management journey. Godo just covers 67 square meters in the kilometers on the Mediterranean map. The island's small land area is under immense strain from rising consumerism. When I was preparing this presentation, I found out that around 60% of all things that end up in landfills can be easily repurposed. So imagine matab, half the size that it is right now. But this isn't just an environmental crisis. It's also a social crisis. We know that with the cost of living crisis, many families cannot really afford buying new stuff. So on one hand, we have a reality where people are constantly discarding things, while on the other hand, we are faced with a reality where people cannot afford basic goods, where parents are struck when their children need a new school bag because they simply cannot afford to get them a new school bag. So Teswiya will divert the waste from landfills, repair them, and offer them at reduced prices. This initiative doesn't just address waste. This initiative gives items a second life and also helps to alleviate the burden on other people's lives. So, can we turn waste into an opportunity value and maybe even make it a hub for skill development? Yes, Teswiya will empower the community. It will have a target audience and a target clientele, which are interdependent. For example, students can gain hands-on experience in trades like tailoring and carpentry when they come to the cafe to either offer apprenticeships or else watch the hands-on experience of the repairing. Elderly individuals, we all know that Godo has an aging population. It's a problem that we are facing. A lot of elderly individuals that have so much to offer sometimes end up sidelined. But here, they can offer their skills and stay connected with the rest of the community. We can also find that Teswiya will cater to expats. The idea of repair cafe is quite engaged in other countries. Unfortunately, in Gozo, we only have 2 charity shops, and there is a repair facility at Talkus, but it is very underutilized. So Teswiya would revolve this. Back to the expats. Expats looking to engage with local culture can find an inclusive platform for collaboration at Teswiya. We also aim to involve local tradespeople. How many times we have been saying that our trade is dying, that with the closure of trade schools we have lost a niche of people that before used to earn their living by engaging in trade. Teswiya aims to resolve this as well. Teswiya will create workshops. Workshops